Okay, children, good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
So last class we started our properties. So it was closure property. Closure property means closure property satisfies for addition and multiplication. Addition and multiplication. That means when we add two numbers, whole numbers, we will get a whole number itself. Example, 4 plus 5 is 9 and 9. So 9 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. All are whole numbers. So closure property is true for addition and multiplication. Same way 4 into 5 is 20. 4 and 5 are whole numbers, 20 also whole numbers. But subtraction and division, this closure property does not satisfy. Okay, children?
Yes,
Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Then next one, commutative property. Commutative means we are commuting the two numbers. We are keeping one place, changing one number and keep that number in place of the other number. And we will get the same answer itself, like 4 plus 5 equal to 9 and 5 plus 4 equal to 9 itself. Okay. We are changing the order and add, then the answer will not change. So that is commutative property. That also addition and multiplication, we will not look at the order. 4 into 5 is 20, 5 into 4 is 20 itself. But division and subtraction, commutative property also does not satisfy. Okay. Only this many children, 22. What happened? Will you send a message to your children, friends to join fast? Because I am taking one new property today and it is very important, very difficult also. Okay, if any of your friend did not reach, just give a message to her. Tell her to join fast. Only 22 students. Okay, children? Okay, so then I told about the division by 0. Okay, division by 0. 0 by 1 is 0, but 1 by 0 is not defined. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
1 by 0 is division by 0. When 0 comes in the denominator, the is not defined. Then I have given some questions. Fill in the blanks. Write the property, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, last class I was not able to join because of connectivity problems.
Okay, who is this Ananda Krishna? No, will you tell your friends, send the notes to you? And you have any doubt, explain. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I asked Ashish.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, you are in muted position.
Yes, ma'am. I cannot hear. Ma'am, your audio is muted.
Ma'am, your audio is muted.
Muted.
Ma'am, your audio is muted. Hello.
Ma'am.
Okay, children? Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll start with associative property. Associative property. So our first one was closure property. Second property was first one closure. Second one commutative. And third one is associative. Have you heard of association?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Parents Teachers Association.
Vinayak.
Residents Association. Like that, have you heard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Vinayak is waiting in waiting room.
I cannot see anyone. No one is there.
Vinayak.
Let her come. Let him come. Let him come. I did not see. I did not get any message over here. Okay. If I see the message, Vinayak is here. Vinayak Aryan is here. Okay. Okay, children. So we are
Okay, ma'am.
talking about now you listen to me carefully. No need of
Okay, ma'am.
noise over here. So listen,
Okay, ma'am.
children. So now we are okay. Now we are talking about the associative property. So we already know what is association: parents teachers association, residents association. What is the meaning of it? Association. You are making a group of group of persons, isn't it? We are making some groups. So association means comes from whenever you think about associative property, you think about the grouping of numbers. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Grouping of numbers. Huh?
Okay, ma'am.
So just to see the board, I will show you something. See. Wait.
Yes, ma'am.
See, children, I have some marbles. See. I have some marbles. Huh? Marbles, you know what are marbles?
Strong like
Small
type of stone.
type of
A type of stone.
Stone means we are used to now children were playing or not, I don't know. Listen, children. So I have some marbles. Can you count these marbles?
I am playing marbles.
Okay. Very good, very good.
10.
How many marbles are there with us? 10 marbles. Okay, children. I am counting this. I am counting these marbles. First, I counted these marbles. How many are there?
4.
Four. And now I counted these marbles.
6.
Okay. So you got the answer as 10. Again, I am counting this in a different way. Okay, children. I am counting this in a different way. First, I counted these 2 marbles.
2.
Then I counted these marbles.
8. 4. 6. 6.
Okay, 6 marbles. Then remaining
2.
2. What is the total answer?
10.
10. So you got 10 marbles itself.
Yes, ma'am.
But again I counted like this.
Oh.
Okay, I counted like this. How much?
6.
This?
4. No, 2. 2. 2.
Okay. What is the answer?
10.
10 itself. Did you understand anything from this?
Yes, ma'am. However, you do it.
We put the same.
Yes.
However, we group the marbles,
We are
we get
grouping
the
it.
answer 10.
We are grouping it in in different ways. And when we add, we are getting the same answer, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
One more time. Now did you understand this? When I added, we grouped in many ways, 2-3 ways, but we got the answer as 10 itself. Same answer. Now we will do it in another way. Okay, children. Now, how many rounds I am making? You just count it. Okay, children. So we'll make this group. This group. How much?
2.
And what about this group?
3.
And what about this group?
4.
2 plus 3 plus 4. What is the answer?
9.
9. Okay, 9. Again, I am making the same group itself. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
2.
2.
How much?
2.
And what about this?
3.
3 and
7.
4.
7.
7. 7. What is the answer?
9.
See, now this question also, did you notice anything?
Yes.
There are total 9 marbles. 9 marbles total.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
9 marbles. So we are grouping it in different ways. We are grouping it in different ways. Okay, children. First
Yes,
one,
ma'am.
2, then 3, then 4. But total is 9 itself. Again, when we added 2 groups only, 2 and 7, and total is 9 itself.
9.
So,
9.
total some marbles we grouped in many ways. We grouped in many ways and we are getting the same answer. Okay, children.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we are using one thing. This grouping of marbles you understood. We are grouping. But adding also, addition of numbers also we are grouping. We are doing this grouping unknowingly, but you are using it. You are using it. I'll show you. Listen, children. If suppose I have some numbers to add. Okay. Now look at here. I have some numbers to add. That is 4 plus 4 plus 17 plus 6. 4 plus 17 plus 6. How will you add this? We look at once, when you look at here, will you, sometimes you will add like this, 17 plus 4 is 21. 21 plus 6 is?
21 plus 6
27 is the answer.
7. Okay. But shall I give you one easy method? You are using it because you know what is 4 and 6 when you add 4 and 6.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer?
10.
What is the answer? 10. Is that easy?
Yes.
4 and 6 when you add you will get 10.
Yes.
So this 10 plus 17 is very easy to get the answer 27.
27.
27. Clear?
Yes.
Okay,
So if you got some numbers, you are selecting. Sometimes you are using it for easy addition. Means we'll select some numbers which is easy for us to add. Okay. One more question I'll give you. Listen. You have to tell me how to do it. Okay.
this we have
Okay,
to write.
ma'am.
Two-digit number.
Ma'am, we have to write this.
Wait. 70 plus 218 plus 30. Will you tell the answer? Without adding it in order.
And 318.
Ma'am,
Yes.
318.
318.
318. Very fast you told the answer. How did you get the answer?
70 and 30 first
20 and 30.
with the other one.
Yes.
Plus
How
100.
did you get the answer so fast?
218.
Yes. Many of you got the answer very fast.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get? Somebody please unmute the mic and tell me. Is
Ma'am.
Mama,
yes, who will tell the answer?
Francis.
Francis, tell. Francis will not leave me. Okay, Francis, tell. How did you get the answer?
Ma'am,
Yes.
17 plus 30 is 100.
100. You understood that 70 plus 30 is 100, right?
Yes.
So it is very easy to add. It is very easy to add because 100 plus 218 is 318. Clear?
Yes.
All the others, I think Maria, then Sri Durga, Harriet, Abhyuday. Did you understood the technique how to do? Smriti?
I came now, ma'am.
No problem, Smriti. I just
I
started.
can't
See,
see you.
70 plus 30 is?
Ma'am,
70 plus 30, you have to add first. Because you know that it
100.
is a number with when you add, you will get 100. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So 70 plus 30, you know it is 100. So it is very easy to add. Now, if it is this, if it is like this, how will you find the answer?
300.
See, say change, right? Change the numbers.
1218.
Just to see.
1218.
Yes, because 700 and 300 you know already. And you were adding 700 and 300, it is 1000. 1000 and 218 is very easy to add. Isn't it? 1218. Okay, children?
18.
So, you pick the numbers, select the numbers. When you add, you will get the numbers with 0, 100, 1000 or like that. So, it will be easy for you to add. This property is known as associative property because for our convenience, we are grouping some numbers. Okay, so that it is easy for us to add. Sometimes that number will not be the first number. That number will be the second number or third number. But we are taking those number and keeping in the front so that you can add it. Clear? So what we will do here, we are in this 70 and 30 is somewhere not in an order. See, 70 plus 218 plus 30. So even though it is not given in the second number, we'll take 70 and 30 as first. Keep it in order. And when you add 218, you will get the answer. 100 plus 218. Clear?
218.
Okay. Okay, children. So answer is 318. So for our convenience, we grouped these two numbers and we wrote it in the order in the front. Okay. So this is known as associative properties.
Okay,
That
ma'am.
means we can group the numbers. We can group the numbers in for our convenience. And when we add, we will get the answer. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So associative property. So for all numbers, associative property satisfies. For it is true. Okay. Now we will write the associative property now.
I'm in the notes.
Okay. Okay. In the notes itself, I'll erase it.
Okay, ma'am.
Shall I take your notes?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the screen is not shared. Only the studio room 8 dress has started screen sharing.
Okay,
And
children.
it's loading. We cannot see the.
No, I did not write anything.
Ma'am, we cannot see.
Ma'am, I can see, ma'am.
See, children, I am writing only. Just see
Yes, ma'am.
associative property.
Yes,
Can
ma'am,
you
I
see
can.
that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am, I
Yes,
cannot see.
Wait. Because some connectivity issues, it will come late. Associative property. Okay, children.
Okay, ma'am.
All of you can see the board now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
No,
yes.
ma'am, I cannot see.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is that?
Francis.
Francis, wait. You will see. Wait. Okay, children. Now all of you can see. Shall I start the notes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right. We can add the whole numbers by grouping them in different ways.
Can you tell again? I can see the board. That's it.
Okay, Francis, we can add the whole numbers by grouping them in different ways. By grouping them in different ways.
And the
Okay. Addition of whole numbers. Addition of whole numbers is associative. Associative.
addition
Addition of whole numbers is associative.
of
Addition of whole numbers is associative.
associative. Ma'am, that we can add the whole number by grouping
Them
them
in different ways. In different ways.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I erase the board now and I'll give the examples?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Example is.
Okay, ma'am.
Example. Addition we are doing. I'll give a small example for you. Actually, we have to add 2 plus 4 plus 8. So this way you can add. What do you mean by, see children? See, inside the bracket any number is given that you have to add first. Sometimes you might have heard of board mass. Board mass rule means bracket comes first. Bracket of multiplication, division, like that. So in the order of operation is bracket is the first one. Brackets you have to add first. So listen children, what is the meaning of this? 2 plus 4 plus 8. You can add 4 plus 8. 2 plus 4 plus 8 you add. What is the answer?
12.
12. And what is the total answer?
14.
14. Okay children. So we grouped these two numbers. But we can group like this also. 2 plus 4 you can add first. And what is the answer now?
6.
6 plus 8. What is the answer now?
14.
14. Okay, children, we grouped it. We
Yes,
can
ma'am.
group in different ways. So, whenever you see the bracket, you think that it is associative property itself. So, in an associative property, there brackets will come. That means the same numbers, but the bracket will be first last two three number, second and the third numbers, then first and the second numbers, like this. So whenever you see the brackets over there, it is associative property. Clear?
Ma'am, should
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Show this board again. See, this is our example.
the second one also, right, ma'am?
Yes. Because we grouped it in different way. First one is in another way, second one in a different way we grouped. But the answer is 14 itself. Okay, now we will go for multiplication.
Ma'am, I can see.
Okay, shall I erase it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will go for multiplication, right? We can, same thing, okay, we can multiply the whole numbers by grouping them. Same thing, but you write instead of addition, multiplication. We can multiply the whole numbers by grouping them in different ways. Different ways. Different ways. Ways. Multiplication is associative for whole numbers. Multiplication is associative for whole numbers. Multiplication is associative for all numbers.
The multiplication is
Associative for whole numbers. Multiplication is associative for whole numbers. Now we will write the example for this also.
what is the example, ma'am?
Okay, children.
Ma'am,
Multiplication is associative for all numbers. Shall I erase the board now? Now we will go for the examples.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, your video
Okay,
is
ma'am.
Okay,
your
children.
video
Now
is
we
on.
will do for example. That is same example, but instead of addition, you do multiplication. Now you look at here. You have to do the brackets first. 1 minute. Example 2 into 3 into 4. In that 3 into 4 is in bracket means what is the meaning of it?
We have to do it first.
Do it first. So 2
First.
into 3 into 4 is
12.
12.
24
So 24 is the answer, correct? Now again we will group
Yes,
in
ma'am.
different
Yes,
way. That
ma'am.
means 2 into 3 we will do first. And
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is the answer?
6.
6 into
Yes, ma'am.
4.
4.
Answer is
24.
same 24.
Ma'am, your video is off.
Okay, children. So this is same 24. We will get the answer. Okay, okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the example. So here also we make the bracket. Why we are putting the bracket? We are grouping them in a different way. So for indicating that we are putting the bracket. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
Yes, ma'am.
again
Yes,
there
ma'am.
is some problem with subtraction and division. Like we wrote it like this, when we studied commutative property, subtraction will not satisfy and division also will not satisfy. This is not true. Subtraction and division. Same way, associative property also, subtraction and division will not hold. We will get some other numbers, negative numbers, and the answer will not be same also. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Now we will, I will write
Okay,
that
ma'am.
also. Okay, as a note you write. As a note. Subtraction and division is not associative. Is not associative.
And
Associative.
division
Subtraction and division is not associative. So all these are MCQ questions. This chapter is very important. Okay, children. See. Thursday we have maths class, no? Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
I will give some one daily test like that, only 5 questions. some fill in the blanks.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
I'll give a daily test for you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so all this up to today's class you have to study properly for the
Okay,
daily
ma'am.
test.
Okay, ma'am.
Then
Okay,
some more things you have to study. Listen, children. Listen. See, one important thing is there, that is identity. Identity means, I'll give an example. You are multiplying 10 into one number.
Yes, ma'am.
You are multiplying 10 into one number and you will get to answer 10 itself. What is that number?
Yes, ma'am.
You are multiplying 10 with one number.
One.
And we will get answer 10 itself.
Ma'am, in the question is there is a and one.
So what is that number? Can you see? Some are telling the answer.
Ma'am, 1.
1. That means
In the
when we
question is
multiply a number with 1,
Ma'am, 1.
we will get that number itself.
Ma'am, 1.
So it is
One is
known
there
as
in the
identity of multiplication. Identity of multiplication. Same way, addition also, that identity is there. That number 1 is known as identity of multiplication. Identity of multiplication. Same way, addition also. If we are adding one number to 10, that is 10 plus one number, and you will get that 10 itself. What is that number?
Zero.
Addition?
zero.
What is the identity for
Zero.
addition?
0.
0.
Zero.
Identity for multiplication?
1.
1. Identity for
1.
addition?
0.
0. Okay?
Zero.
That also we will write. Okay, children?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So we will write that also. Important notes. You gave the heading as notes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you write like this? Notes to remember. It's very important. Okay, somewhere you write it is important.
We have to write in the
Notes
box.
to remember. Okay, children, first one.
Ma'am, in the notes.
Yes. 0 is the identity of addition. Identity for addition. Okay, for addition of whole numbers. Second one.
For whole numbers.
1 is the identity for multiplication
Is the identity
of whole numbers.
for multiplication. For number.
Okay, so it is very important. 0 is the additive identity. We will tell like this. Or in other words, we will tell 0 is the additive identity. And 1 is the multiplicative identity. Did you understand? We will tell it in one word. 0 is the additive identity. And 1 is the multiplicative identity.
Multiplication
Okay. In one word also, you will tell like this. You want to write that also?
Multiplication identity.
Want to write?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Listen, children, I will note down here.
Ma'am, I can see that way.
0 is the additive identity. Like this also question will come. 0 is the additive identity. 1 is the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative
Additive.
identity.
Identity. 0 is the multiplicative.
No. 0
That
will
is
come
not
for
enough.
addition. 0 is the additive identity and 1 is the multiplicative identity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, this is in one word. We will not get sometimes a long sentence, but in one word we will get the question like this. Dash is the additive identity. What answer you will write?
0.
0. Dash is the multiplicative identity.
1.
1. Okay, children? Did you write?
Yes,
Writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
today
So
is ma'am.
I'll give a quick recap of the things what we learned today. Okay, children? First one, listen. So last class we studied about closure property. Okay. What do you mean by closure property? What do you mean by closure property? Don't forget that.
Ma'am, closure properties.
I will write here.
Numbers.
Listen, children. 3
Whole number plus
3
whole number
is
is
a
equal to
whole
1.
number. Number 4 is a whole number. 3 plus 4 equal to 7 is a whole number. Which property is this?
Closure property.
Closure property.
Closure property.
Answer is closure property. Is it correct? Instead of writing, I am giving a quick recap. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
And this is for multiplication also. 3 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, 3 into 4, 12 is a whole number. What is this? Which property?
Closure property.
Closure property.
Okay, children. So that is closure property. Okay. Again, when we studied about the commutative, then we studied about the division and division and subtraction. Closure property, will it satisfy for division and division and subtraction?
No.
Closure property, will it satisfy for division and multiplication?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, it will not satisfy. Then we studied about commutative property. Commutative property is very easy to learn. That is 3 plus 4 is 7. Same way 4 plus 3 is also 7. 7. This property is known as commutative property. Then what about multiplication? 3 into 4 is?
12.
4 into 3 is?
12.
12. Same answer. That is commutative property. And same way what we studied is commutative property is not true for subtraction and division. Again, today we studied dash is the additive identity. Additive identity. What is additive identity?
0.
Dash is the multiplicative identity.
1.
1 is the multiplicative identity. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then we studied about associative property. That means for our convenience, we can group the numbers in any order. Okay? And that is true for addition and multiplication. We can multiply also and by grouping them in different ways. But there also subtraction and division is not possible. Isn't it? Up to this we studied. So next period we will do all the problems related to it. Okay, children? We will do the questions and it is very interesting questions. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Then shall I leave now?
Bye, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.